I think we are officially live again. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Your boy has been in California last week, and yeah, so today we are doing r/Nicegirls as promised, and we will also do, some other things. We'll chit chat as we always do on these live streams. That's why I like live stream. I get to interact with you guys, and that's the big difference between these and other content. Real quick though, before we do get into this, if you guys ever want to stay tuned on when the live streams are rolling, you guys follow the Discord. It should be the link in the description box. Also, to also update you guys, I finished the script for my first ever video essay, so that will be coming out soon as well. Don't know when, but we'll be cooking from there. And yeah, we will see how things flow. All right, I'm refreshing everything. Oh, hey, Lorena. Nice to see you're in chat. Sorry, I just refreshed, so it just popped out of the chat thing. But yes, I think we are good now. Awesome. I didn't get how long I'll stay, but I'm here. Hey, Rabbit. No one's here yet. Yeah, this is brand new. Oh, now Taco Mal. Everyone's rolling in. So today, guys, we are doing r/Nicegirls, and we'll be chit-chatting whatever you guys want to talk about later on, too. All right, let's get into this. So r/Nicegirls today. Yesterday, we did Nice Guys, and it's been doing pretty well. I did feel like with the Reddit reads, I'm starting to hit a ceiling in terms of how many subs I'm getting. So I think eventually I'll kind of diversify my content more. And I think that's where we're going to do with video essays as well. But I'm still going to be doing the Reddit reads. I mean, I love doing these, and it's so easy to do. Hi, Amaya. Good to see you. Dang, everybody's back. Hey, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a minute. I was gone for all of last week. All right, but hey, all right. So first one up here, we got, the title was I dating a nice girl? Well, let's see if he was, chat. Also, let me refresh these. Hey, Odd Hamburall, thank you for following. I appreciate you. Let me refresh all the viewers. All right, cool. Oh, also, let me do this. Make it easier for you guys. There we go. And then I'm going to move chat over here. Feel like that might be a little easier for you guys to tune along. All right. So, was I dating a nice girl is the title of this one. Let's see, chat. Sorry, I'm like messing with stuff on the screen. Whoops. Also, I hate when people like, it's not luck, it's my math strategy. I started at Odd Hammerball. Please don't like promote your stuff on here. This is not the time. Anyways, let's get into it. All right, so the title of this one is Was I Dating a Nice Girl? And we have, I love how the contact name is Devil. Also, hey, everybody that's rolling in. Hey, Jessica. Hey, damn, everybody's rolling in. Jessica, Pixel, everybody, hello. All right. So OP goes, I'd like that. No one's ever done that for me. Referring to something regarding Valentine's. Not too sure. And the quote unquote devil or alleged nice girl says, go up north and stay there. He goes, no thanks. What did she do for him? Nothing, because her boyfriend knows it's the man's job to romance his girl, and he's lucky to have her. See, I don't really agree with that statement. Yeah, isn't it like both people's jobs to romance in the relationship in general? I'm done with this conversation because I will get mad. Lol, go up north or don't. Celebrate Valentine's Day or don't. Let's move on. What? I wish I knew the context of this conversation. Oh my God, everyone is rolling in. We're already at like 13 viewers. This is crazy. Hell yeah. You always go live at the perfect time. Just as I got home from work, done my cleaning, ate, and oh, hell yeah, Jamie, I'm glad. I'm glad that you got the time to tune in today. Let's read the comments of this one though. Oh, here we go. We get some context. This is the text exchange I couldn't get out of my head with my ex while we were dating. She told me She told me her friend's boyfriend got her all this stuff for Valentine's Day. This was a couple of days before Valentine's Day. I said, no one has ever done that for me ever in an innocent way. And she proceeds to say this. Further on, she says she didn't want to hear how I didn't feel like she cared about me. I ended up getting her multiple different things and a nice Valentine's Day card, and she got me nothing. See, that's messed up. I feel like Valentine's Day, okay, first off, Valentine's Day is totally a money grab. Like, it's such a capitalist, like, I'm not this is not political. It's just a capitalist type of holiday. It's to promote certain businesses and money. And it's not a bad thing, but I mean, it's just funny. And yeah, it should be both ways. It shouldn't be one way. That's so crazy. Also, hey, lovely. Damn, everybody's out. Hey, Boo. Good to see everybody in the chat. It's been a while, guys. Hey, Arch. Missed you too, Lorena. Good to see it is rolling. We are back. We're so back, guys. All right, let's read this next, nice girls. Oh, wait, I didn't even read the comments. What did the comments say? I'm not one to use this word, but you're a simp for getting her anything at all after that. Oh, that's so true, though. Like, she is definitely a nice girl, but he's also a mega simp for just folding and doing that. Yeah. All right, let's read this next one. It says, dodged a bullet. But God, I hate Kick for the, like, I need more Kick mods. Kick is just full of bots, man. I might actually just take Kick chat off. We'll see. Dodged a bullet that came back months later. You were absolutely whoa. Starting off with this statement is insane. So, alleged nice girl says, you are absolutely way too ugly to be asking any woman to pay for your food or drinks. What? Okay, well, let's read this context first, and then let's jump into it, because this is insane. Also, Paper Swan, hey. Yeah, why wouldn't you want to give your boyfriend, like, a good gift, right? That's how I feel. All right, first post. Hope this fits the sub and is good for a laugh. Story is, I had met a girl and had a decent enough first date at a restaurant. So we decided to keep it rolling and play games at a main event across the parking lot afterwards. I guess a main event is a place. It was fun until it was about time to take off. Then things started to go sideways. I closed out the bar tab and was gathering our pool sticks and whatnot. When she decided she wanted one more drink, I told her I'd be able to stick around while she finishes up if she wants to go get herself another one. She wound up making a comment about how paying for her single $7 drink brought up traumatic memories of her ex that guilted her into paying for everything. Now, that's crazy. Now, I get how these unpleasant thoughts can enter your mind, but you should be able to recognize that for what it is and contextualize it for what it actually is happening. Since I'm not a doormat, I pointed out that maybe I shouldn't be thought of alongside some parasite given I'd pay for everything. Hell, at that point, I had paid for a $40 food tab, $20 arcade swipe card. Looking back, I'm glad I smoked her in air hockey. $25 of drinks for her and $5 of pool time. I love that he got like receipts. That's honestly far more than my unemployed ass could have paid for for his first date, since I was trying to be responsible till I found my first post-military job. But I digress. We went our separate ways, and I thought that would be the end of the story until I got a nasty text months later. So these texts that we're about to read were months later. I guess what would have been a decent first date if she didn't throw a fit was living rent-free in her mind for half a year. IDK, what would motivate someone to follow up so long after a single date, but the only thing that got me was it wasn't even accurate. Lol. She didn't pay for anything of mine, nor was I bragging about selling the house I bought while living out of state in the military. The old thing cost a ton to repair and sell, so I basically broke even. It merely came up in casual conversation as a piece of recent personal history. Oh, I'm so aggravated, average. Oh, and I'm also aggressively average looking, not a science experiment. On some level, It's all a numbers game, but stay strong out there, homies. Wow. All right, now let's read this. So that was all context for what we're about to read, okay? This is going to be insane. Also, good to see everybody is rolling in this chat. Makes me happy. All right. So the message that she then sends him is, you are absolutely way too ugly. This is 6 months after, by the way. You are absolutely way too ugly to be asking any woman to pay for your food or drinks. And again, I want to reiterate, he didn't even, he paid. So this has been like, she like gaslit herself into believing this, I guess. No one likes a cheap and ugly man. You have to pick one. What? That's so fucked up. Trying to guise it or disguise it as being fair with money is so stupid. After explaining selling your house for several hundreds of thousands of dollars. Bye. IDK where you got such, and then, you know, it was a ... So here's the rest of the message. I don't care where it got such a big head of confidence from. Maybe it's because I made a mistake of giving you the time of day. But you got to lose it. No actual man or gentleman would ever expect such treatment from a lady. Y'all are all a bunch of... Y'all, like, dude, she's been hurt so many times. Man, I'm curious if she jumped back and, like, messaged all the guys that she's gotten, like, curved from or a bad date from, like this. Y'all are a bunch of little girls acting like you're the prize while looking like a failed science experiment. Jesus Christ. Her number one choice fizzled out. Yeah, for real. She's out. 6 months is crazy. That is insane. Can we call this community of ours the Loonies? Yeah, we are the Loonies. Oh, and speaking of the Loonies thing, we are totally going to make some merch soon, guys. I already talked to a merch guy. I'm just trying to decide on what I want and how it will look. It's definitely gonna be t-shirts, hoodies, and that kind of gear. Maybe even some sweats too. But I don't know if I want to put like Loonies, Loon Maxing. That'd be funny too. There's so much. I'm gonna probably talk to you guys in a different live stream or over Discord about that. But yeah, so let's see what he messaged to this. All he sent was, yikes, I hope your day gets better. Also, bye, Rabbit. Good to see. Glad that you got to tune in at all today. All right, let's read another Nice Girls. Oh, this next one, I did look over ahead of time a little bit, and I am going to have to blur this. Apologies in advance. Oh, let me move this. Give me 1 second, guys. Move the chat back over here. Cool. All right, so this next one, I'm going to have to blur the first part of this, okay? The title of this one says, by far the craziest bullet I've ever dodged. And I want to reiterate that all of these messages are from the girl. He has not sent, he didn't even respond. I'm sure you guys can see that through the blurred part. Loonster shirt. Okay, we'll talk about it more, Rabbit, in the Discord and or the streams. I'll have some like layouts pre-planned for the shirts, and then you guys can help me pick from there. God, I am so. Let me bring up my Kick so I can make sure I can get rid of these bots. Kick is just the worst, huh? I'm gonna get banned from there from just saying that. Watch. All right. Let me. There we go. Thank God. All right. I got my Kick rolling up there too, so now I can do that. That's low-key funny, XB, if she was the biggest loser. Try to fire. What a peach, that girl. I have to go. Good night, everyone. Bye, Paper Swan. Good. Thank you for tuning in at all. All right, so let's read this one. I'm just going to blur this first part, but after that, we're going to go and unblur it. So this girl sends him 1, 2, 3 messages and on June 26th saying NPC ass R word. Like restarted. Yeah. NPC ass restarted. I'm willing. Oh my God. Kick. Brother, please stop doing that. All right. Wait, let me see. Sorry, guys. Let me see if there's a way I can ban this guy. Banned. Nice. All right, here we go. I'm willing to bet 1,000 or 1K that you're a Verge. And if you're not a Verge, I'm willing to bet 10K that whoever you cuddled with was fat, ugly, and smelled like cheese. And if she was average looking, I'm willing to bet 20K that you R-word her. Oh my God, dude, this person is messed up. This is all like the guy has not responded to this girl. And this is days apart too. 4 days apart, she sent that. And then she said, hee hee, sorry, just kidding, lol, laughing face. All right, and then here, I love how I was literally just like, and this was Wednesday, so this was more recent. You made me uncomfortable, and you were like, I wasn't trying to have cuddles with you. Like, okay, I didn't think so, but now, please don't ever be that creepy ever again. I'm saying this as a, all right, now I can unblur. I'm saying this as a friend, probably the only thing I will ever say to you as a friend. You're welcome. Also, that game you showed me looked hella boring. Maybe you should quit science and work at Jamba Juice. Dude, why is she being so mean? This is the thing. This is the big difference between nice girls and nice guys. Nice girls are just like really mean. Nice guys are just awfully cringy. It's like cringe versus just mean. Also, why did you tell me that story about that guy, quote unquote, who was falsely accused of, oh, I can't say that, falsely accused of grape, the fruit. You empathized with him, huh? Almost like maybe it was a story about you. IDK, just a theory. Now I think I can unblur. I'm glad you're finally letting me talk now. Dude, by the way, this dude has not responded at all. She's nuts. Also, oh my God, when you were like, ha 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 ha, there's this philosopher I read about in ethics class, and his name was Immanuel Kant. First of all, it's Kant, not Kant. Second of all, I went to college. I majored in German studies. You really think I never heard of this guy, let alone read his greatest works? Dude, who insulted her? Like, what is wrong with this person? She's like talking to herself at this point, first. And second, who hurt her? Why is she going in so hard? Like, just because he was explaining something doesn't mean that he was saying that you're dumb. But now you're saying you were giving off low IQ now. You explained him really bad, too. It gave low IQ. I mean, you really work for a weed company. What's wrong with working for a weed company? Also, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You have Reddit blocked on your computer. I can't believe, oh, wow, what? I can't believe you willingly gave me all this information with pride, even. Why are you being so mean? Like, that's what's bothering me. What the hell is wrong with this person? I know I'm being really mean. Oh, okay, at least she's self-aware. But honestly, I truly do feel really, really, really bad for you. Like, seeing animals on TV. I bet that's why you're vegan. Oh my, what? Because you're a little snowflake soy boy. Okay, yeah, I need to stop. You're probably turned on. What the hell? Oh my God. I guess in this moment, I want to say, please, dear Lord, or whatever, whoever is out there, I don't really believe in anything specific, but just, I hope I never encountered a girl like that. Because that is insane, guys. What the hell was that? Context, because this took place for over a pretty long period of time. I met this girl on Tinder about 6 months ago. We went on 3 dates. The date goes reasonably well, if a bit awkward. She's kind of quiet, so I rambled about a bunch of stuff to fill silence. Yeah, Arch, nice girls are very brutal. But we seem to be connecting on a lot of stuff pretty well. At the end of the third date, we're at my apartment and I decided it's now or never to make a move. So I put my arm around her. She allows it for a couple seconds, then backs up and says that she's not comfortable with. Cool, fine. I back off, apologize for about 10 minutes later, drive her home, and apologize about 10 minutes later. She assures me that, which is like totally okay. Like that, I'm glad that happened. That he's like a respectful guy. She assured me that I didn't do anything wrong and she wants to see me again. Great, crisis avoided. A couple of days later, she blows up on me over text and the incident. Says I don't understand boundaries and cuts contact. In a complete reversal of her attitude and personality up to that point. 6 months later, after no contact between us, completely out of blue, I get these messages. That's crazy. Wow. She really did crash out, Jessica. That was nuts. What the hell? OMG, please never respond and update us if she ever has another episode. Sound like she is desperate for a response, reaction, or anything. Stop ignoring me. Ignoring you is the vibe she gives. Sorry, just kidding. Yeah, that was the crazy one. The sorry, just kidding was nuts. All right, on to the next one. This one says, 2-hour call girl. Okay. So we got L here. Says, sorry. Would you be capable of lending me $20 and just until money? Wait, what? Hold on. Am I reading this right, guys? You guys seeing this? She said 20 to money morning, not Monday. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to zoom in. Would you be capable of lending me $20 just until money morning? I'm good with paying back what I owe you. Can you hold me to it? I really just need something for tonight that would be very helpful. You give Mr. Nice Chill Guy vibes. That is such an insult. Well, I came back. I felt my sleep demons won't let me sleep after committing a crime of not watching a sleep. Oh, well, Rabbit, if you have to go to sleep, if you got like work or something, I completely understand. I don't want to keep you up. But yeah, so this guy sends, and this is genius. He sends 20 pictures of bucks. I love that. I love that so much. What a smart play. And then he says, don't worry, I got you. You've been blessed. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, what the hell? And he's like started talking to this girl 2 hours ago, already asked me for $20. Wow, that's insane. Like, why do women think that, or not all women, but why do people, men and women, think that people are just entitled to stuff like this? This is insane. You giving Mr. Nice Guy chill vibes, so this probably means she thinks you're too nice to ask for the money back, or she's trying to get on your good side. What about $21? Dude, how do these girls become so good at that brutality? The closest I did was as a kid, I spammed hate to my op, then blocking, thinking that I destroyed him. That's funny, Arch. You seem like a nice person. I've done some heinous things. Nothing like this, though. These are insane. I've done some, like, when I was younger, man, I was a troll. And I'm talking, like, when I was in, like, middle school, guys. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Found one in the wild. We are on Facebook dating. Why does this look like an AI picture? I don't know why. It just looks fake to me. But Tiara here, who's 37, her bio says, so let's be clear, just checking in and saying still out and about, still lurking. Oh, awesome, Boo. Thank you for checking in. All right, so Tiara's bio here says, so let's be clear, if you're not financially ready or have time to date, please don't message me. If you have problems paying for my bills or just as much as getting my nails done, please don't message me. All right, looks like I'm not messaging her. I'm not what you're looking for. Don't message me talking about my personality effed up. What? Again, I don't give a F. If you can't do the minor things for me, you don't need to be in my life, period. Again, don't message me if you don't have plans to date me. I have my own everything. If you don't buy, what? Brother, ew. Also, like, you're using an AI picture, I'm almost sure. Who the hell? All right, guys, if you're paying for girls' bills and nails, like, I hate to say this, you might be into it, but like, that's some simp, some like real simp activity. Hey, Darko, one of my besties is on chat, guys. Loon asking restaurants if their fridges are running. Shake my head. Yeah, what in the world? Let's read the comments of that one. Comments say, the audacity and obtuse to rant on your bio. Yeah, for real. Like, how do you think that this is going to attract any guy? Like, actually, you're 37 years old. I'm not trying to be mean, but like at 37, you would think that she would have intellect to know to not say stuff like this. Not the AI pic too. Yeah, exactly. So that's definitely AI picture, right? I didn't why any man would ever want to be with a woman like this. She seems insufferable to be around. Exactly. Like, if you're giving that as your first impression, imagine dating her. All right. So this next one, oh, it has 10,000 upvotes. This one's got to be good. The title says, I'm 5'5", and she's 4'11", by the way. Love some height stuff. Love some height as another 5'4", 5'5" guy. All right. So we have alleged nice girl. Well, let's see if there's any context first. All right, no context, so we're going straight off rip. So the alleged nice girl says, okay, never mind. Reality is most girls, if not all, go for big guys or guys that are bigger than you, which this guy is bigger than her. We are attracted to someone who we think that can protect us. It comes to us naturally, so we don't care if it's shallow. That's like somewhat valid, not for all women, but yeah, for some majority of women, sure. Men go for beautiful girls. Women go for rich men. Whoa. Okay. Men are providers and men are lustful and they want someone beautiful on their side. What was the context of this? I'm just curious how they got to this point in the conversation. That's a broad generalization. Yeah, for real. I feel like not all women and not all men are like this. I mean, sure, a lot are, but not all. Not every girl is as shallow like you. I work out. I go to the gym. I'm happy with myself. Plenty of girls would be happy with me. Hell yeah, king. That's what the mentality you got to have. And then she responds, say, oh, you will be shocked. All girls would like tall guys over shorter ones. I'm going to say most girls. And I'm going to combat that. Not most as in like a slight majority. If I were to run a statistical like analysis, right? I'm going to say 60% of women prefer taller guys. And then like I'm going to say another 30% just don't care at all. And then there's like the 20% that prefers a shorter guy. Most girls don't care about the money at all. It's more like a perk. Yeah, for real. And if anyone would know, Darko not. No, but seriously, like, money is important, I think, in a sense of like being with someone that is independent, like in a sense that you don't want to be with someone broke. As a girl or guy, I guess it matters a little bit less with women, like in a guy's perspective, but still, like, you don't want someone that's just going to depend on you and leech off of you, in my opinion, as an adult. I mean, you might if you're into some weird stuff, but I don't know. Me personally, I would want a girl that could be independent. I would, of course, take care of her. But like, what? Loon, do I play Geometry Dash? What the hell is Geometry Dash? Geometry Dash. No, I have never played this game. Looks like one of those addictive mobile games, though. All right, let's read another one, guys. Let's find another good one. All right, this one says, chick has been insanely rude. Met on Tinder. I think I'm done with dating. All right, we got Kelly here. Kelly from Tinder. Not awfully bad start to start on plan. Nothing wrong with the name Kelly. All right, so she says, responding to OP's message of, and school's important for you kiddos, wouldn't you get in trouble if they didn't go? And then she says, you did not understand what I said at all. Of course they would, oh, let me reset the camera. Of course they would effing go to school. Geez, I didn't misunderstand just a small sentence. What's your deal? You're extremely hostile. Wait, is there context? No, no context. Okay. She goes, I cuss a lot, but apparently you think I'm hostile, so we will stop talking. I hope you fail miserably at everything you're doing right now. I do not think you're a very good person. Okay, that is the easiest inclination that you just dodged a mega ultra bullet. Any girl that gets offended off of something little, or any person in general gets offended and just starts attacking you, like they're an insufferable human being. Because then they can't take a joke. They take life way too seriously. And then he responds, OP responds, wow, I'm not realizing you have serious problems. Oh, I'm now realizing you have serious problems. Okay, yeah, bye. I wish you nothing but the best in everything you do. And you know what? That's a responsible ass, or not responsible, mature ass response too. She starts talking about R&B. I'm out. She's 100% would yell at you in Chili's. Dude, I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, she's definitely going to be single for a while. No wonder she's on a dating site. OMG. Hey, what does that say about me? I've been on dating sites for like 3 years now. Still single. No, but I get that. All right, let's find another good one. This one says, I have never met this person IRL or in real life or responded, ... So this girl is blowing up homie's phone. She says, I'm just holding space. I'm sorry if you're angry. I don't want you angry. Or is that better for you? Being like that. I want you angry. I don't want that. I never want that. What the hell? This is creepy. The way it's been, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about how I've been. I'm waiting. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Everything's okay. I need your number so we could just talk. Dude, you know what's crazy? I've had something like this before. Not to this degree. This is pretty insane. But I've had like someone who I did meet in real life, but then like just because things didn't really work out, they just kept spamming me stuff like this. She continues and says, I promise I love you and I don't, this is creepy. I promise I love you and I don't know how to because it's not open. So I'm screaming for you to open it, but you're open what? But you're not, so I'll just go away. What the hell? Forever. I want to never think of you. You're not a person to me. You're a thing I think about. So yeah, please stop me, please. End this now. This is all me emotionally suffering. It's me. You enjoy this. What is going on? Also, Sora is meowing heavy as hell. Maybe he wants to be in stream. What up, man? Glad to finally make a stream. Hey, Epic Shade Master. Good to see you on chat. Is she a Karen? Did you take out the R. Kelly? Maybe. You're important. You're great. I love how they made an OP makes an effort to blur her pictures in all of these and then just didn't in this one. What's up, Sora? Do you want to be in the video or not? Keep meowing, buddy. Damn, still sending. This is really creepy. Can I please be unblocked from Instagram? Then I'll stop. Can I be? Oh, so you blocked her. Can I be unblocked from Instagram? Because that's what I feel like would be the best right now. The way you could talk, because I've seen it already. I'm letting you know your Instagram. You're a POS. Never come near me, you object. I mean, objects can't move. They're pieces of garbage that way and thrown away. Do you ever really get pee? You're disgusting. I'm surprised. I'm sorry. I'm just really celibate. What? Because I'm not trying. God. What in the... Dude, what the hell did we just read? I got goosebumps reading that because it felt like I was reading like a serial, like, you know, person that unalives people. Because that was really scary. What the hell? All right, on a lighter note, this one seems funny, so let's read it. This one's title says, and there I was thinking she looked kind. She looks so kind, all right? So we gotta, yeah, she does. I mean, based off of this, she looks like a kind person so far. The continuous texts are actually, yeah, for real, with no response to Epic. That's insane. All right, so we got a girl here who does look awfully kind. On Facebook dating again, believe it or not. Also, let me grab a story. He keeps me on. Did you want to be in the video, buddy? Is that what you wanted? You just secretly wanted to be a star? You are the star of the show. You know that. All right. So her bio goes, I know the fellas are used to scrolling and seeing the random gym pics and bathroom selfies of women. So when they see my profile, their brain automatically thinks, quote, she must have an accent and be from some foreign land. But no S-bag men. A red sign. I can figure you out in about a day. I may have a cute face, but will not deal with your players can't outsmart intelligence. If I hurt your fragile ego, that's your problem. What in the dude? That is the fastest swipe left I will ever do. She's not like the other girls. She doesn't take gym pics and bathroom selfies. Sounds like words of a woman who's been played many times. Yeah, for real. You thought you read a cereal label and then you find out how unhealthy the healthy breakfast is. Yo, for real, that is true. That is true. Sweetheart, your pic is a car selfie. Pot telling the kettle she's got a fragile ego. Yeah, for real. That's so good. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's read some more. Take my wallet. This is the title of this one. Oh God. All right. So we're on Bumble and her bio says, I'm here to date, not text. If you don't plan dates, buy flowers, etc., swipe left. End of the back. Okay, whatever. Not here to become an Instagram follower. I'm not looking for anything casual. Promise me I can hold your wallet if you struggle to hold a conversation, babe. Ew. Ugh. Dude, she made a first impression of her being hostile. I don't know, how am I supposed to want to date that? For real, dude. I guess this applies to women and men. Like, anytime your first impression of your pictures or bio in a dating app is hostile or just cringy, like, how do you expect to get matches? That's your first impression, dude. All right, this next one says suggestions on how to communicate. About me. I'm not crazy, bae. You just never been loved like this. Oh, God, I already don't like this. If you can't see yourself with a 4+ kids, a farm, ranch in the middle of nowhere, country surrounded by mountains, we just won't work out. All right, peace. Not like 4+ kids, brother. Like 2 is a lot already. 3 is like my max, I think. That's crazy. And then she puts a middle finger in her bio. We just won't work out. Middle finger. I don't have Snap and I won't give you my number. Okay, so we would just never go anywhere then. We'll just continue to talk on Bumble forever. But find me at downtown San Jose on Wednesdays and markets on Sunday. So she's clubbing and stuff. What? Ew. Oh, brother. Smoke signals, emails, snail mail. IDK, maybe, guys, maybe I should find a local carrier pigeon. That's funny. Also, there's a clash in the intro makes me think she's an online girl, and then she's talking about a trad wife in a cottage. Yeah, for real. This is weird. Yeah, it's like a clash of generations of women in this. Let's find another juicy one. Oh, okay. Found another one, Bumble version. All right, we're on Bumble again. Classic. Bumble's full of them here today, huh? Her bio says, there's no such thing as a gold digger. All women are expensive, so pick one in your price range and shut the F up. Ew, why would you? Ew, that's such a turnoff to say that in your bio. And don't ask me what I bring to the table. I'm not a waitress. Something about me. Am I boring? Sure, social skills, none, but I'm loyal if you feed me, and I will never leave you because I need the food. That was weird. Because I need the food. Who the hell talks like that? My dating app adventures continue. What do you think? Should I swipe right? It's crazy how some women objectify themselves. Pick one in your price range is gross AF. Yeah, dude, that's true. You know, sometimes I feel like in society, and this is going to be like a more like broad way of thinking, men are like, we are our own worst enemy, and women, you guys are your own worst enemy. Not always, but a lot of times, yeah, because you guys are like putting down yourselves and we're putting down ourselves. Like the whole mental, like, what is it? Male mental health debate. Like a lot of that stems from men, like judging each other about stuff like that. Like, you know, I mean, it's also women too, but like we're our own worst enemies a lot, oftentimes. That's a Madagascar quote, the one about food. Oh, is it? I didn't even know. But okay, that makes it a little bit better. But how am I supposed to know if I didn't remember the Madagascar reference? Also, that is a banger of a movie, though. All right, this next one goes, apparently honesty is the best policy. Also, by the way, everyone who's in chat, we're going to probably do Nicegirls for another at least 20 minutes. And then we'll jump into anything that you guys want me to look over, like the Discord. Dude, there was an incel that infiltrated our Discord. I can read some of that for you guys. Oh, Maddie the dog. What's up, brother? Damn, I got a couple besties in the chat today, huh? We got Darko and Matt, some IRL friends. All right. So apparently honesty is not the best policy is the title of this one. And Maddie, you are a dog. Dating. Okay, so they already either blocked this person or something because we can't see them anymore. But we're on Facebook dating. Wow, a wonderful, magical world. You would do well to know that impersonating a university official or committing any form of cyber or emotional fraud is a serious federal felony in the United States. The FBI has a long history of investigations for these type of cyber frauds, especially cases involving false identities and emotional fraud. What? What in the... Okay, well, let's read the context of this before we get into this. Not nearly as good as some of the others posted here, but I had a good laugh at this one. This response was received after matching 30 hours or so ago. I did have a minor typographical, I don't know how to pronounce that, in one message. Most likely was autocorrect, which did not drastically change any sentence meaning. If anything, I wrote too formal and used words she could not understand, laughing face. Guess I should be I should not list my actual job as chief academic officer because the FBI will be investigating me for quote unquote emotional fraud or some serious crime of impersonating a universal official. Actually thought of sending a picture of my work ID, but would not make any difference. Okay, so OP here is actually a chief academic officer, like for a living. And then the girl at hand is claiming that he's lying about it, which is so silly. Why would someone lie about that? I mean, maybe they would, but like still, like that's pretty silly. And then she continues to says, to be honest, I've suspected you for a long time. Are you a newbie? You sound like somebody who just recently started cheating. Your spelling and grammatical errors are all over the place, and no real vice president of academic affairs would write like you do. If you're posturing, I strongly suggest you stop before you get yourself in serious legal trouble. Are you black, Nigerian, or do you work in Southeast Asia? What? Why? Where the hell did the race stuff come out of? What the hell? That's so wild. Is she claiming that that's where scams are? Like Nigerian prince scam? And also Southeast Asia. Brother, I'm from Southeast Asia. What the hell did we have to do with scamming? I mean, it would have made more sense if she said South Asia, because like I know Indians are known, like actual India is known to be a hotspot for scammers. But what does Southeast Asians have to do with this at all? Emotional fraud, LMAO. Yeah, that's just so silly. Oh my God. All right, let's move on to the next one. Again, guys, in about like 15 minutes, we'll jump into some other stuff and also talk about the incel that infiltrated the Discord. IDK, wait, let's find another juicy one. This is such a funny girl. I love to see her reaching. Yeah, for real. All right. Oh, this one's a juicy one. 5.7 upvotes. All right. After mentioning she did not care about her height. Weird question, but are you on the taller side of the 5'6" height range? What the hell? The taller side? Like what, 5'6" and a half? And he goes, lol, nah. Well, let's just hope I'm not taller with my boots, lol. Who cares if you are? What's wrong with being taller? I date tall women all the time. It's really not that, it's not as grand as people think or as crazy. Like, just lurking, but random tidbit. Someone painted a pigeon on my apartment, boarded up. It's just, oh, that's cool, boo. All right, so you might, oh wait, hold up. So she said, I hope that he's not taller with her boots on. You might, who knows? And then she goes, crossing fingers. And what if you are? She goes, as long as you aren't looking up to me and I'm looking down at you while we're chilling. IDK, guys shorter than me, like to where I'm essentially looking down, not freak me out, but just see them as kids. Lol, not gonna lie. Okay, that didn't make any sense what she was trying to say. I think what she was trying to say is guys who she has to look down on, it doesn't freak her out, but she sees them as kids, which is weird as fuck. And then he goes, yeah, I'm not sure I want a chance looking like a kid to you. I'm going to bail. Take care. Hell yeah. I'm glad that he didn't like fold. Like, I'm glad that he was just like, you know what? This isn't going to work. The fuck kind of question to that? Are you 5'6" or are you 5'6"? Met off of Hinge, been talking about for 2 weeks, had a tiny date tomorrow, and tonight she asked this. She's also 5'6", and I asked her if height would be a problem before, and I asked for a number, and she said absolutely not. Honestly, I respect you and anyone that bails immediately on this type of crap. Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like oftentimes we see so many people like fold and just still continue. Most of the time, this has an incredibly horrible back and forth. Yeah. Oh my God. So the most important thing is first when you learn of the existence of another person is if she is the shorter thing. Yeah. Even a little shorter than, yeah, for real. Also 5'6", and like 10 years ago, I was supposed to be a Tinder cuddle session, and the girl straight up said, oh, I thought you would be taller. We could still watch the movie though. Damn, someone said that to you? That's fucking messed up, bro. Wow. I can't even I tell most women about my height, or it's listed on the dating app, because I'm like, I don't want you guys to be surprised. The taller side of 5'6" is wild. Yeah, like what? How much taller of 5'6"? Like what? Like 0.5? Look at the Stone Cold King. Look at this Stone Cold King. She says she doesn't accept him as he is. She says her affection is conditional, and he says peace. No trying to look clever. No drawing it out. Do close the door and then look back. Legend shit. Well done. Yeah, for real. I love that. I'm already limiting my dating pool by this much, but if you even try to talk to me, I will unlatch. Oh, brother, what? So we got a Bumble here. And her bio says, hello. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot today. I'm tired. Hello. Let's talk, okay, winky face. I swipe right for accountants and doctors. What a specific ass, like, demo that you like. My IBX is full. No, your inbox is full. No text. I unmatch. Doctors, special case. I can wait for them. What? Why doctors and accountants? That's so specific. Hi, I won't like you for who you are. I'm only interested in your money. She needs to see a doctor, all right? Yo, for real. Maybe a therapist. Let's read a couple more good ones, and then we'll go into the Discord stuff, because that stuff is juicy, guys. Just to be evil, but also find a balance. Men really do prefer evil women that treat them badly. As a kind-hearted woman, I can tell you that that's a fact. And IDK what anybody says. Yeah, what? I do not. I can tell you as a fact from a man that I do not want somebody that would treat me like crap. I have been treated like crap before. It's not a good time. And then I left because of that reason. I can tell you for a fact, and I don't care what anybody says, being very nice gets you played with. Sometimes. And she says every time. Unfortunately, I'm trying to find the balance. That's okay. Being nice is important. You don't want to be too nice right off rip because you can get hurt and stuff for sure. But at the same time, who would want somebody that would treat them badly? Like in general. What? Like that is an insane statement. Wild. All right. Ooh, we're catching up to our last Nicegirls episode, so I guess we'll see if there's anything new, and we'll move from there. Ooh, these are mostly we've read already, so I think we are golden. Let me see if I can find even one more. All right, this was just pretty. This guy's summation of those Nicegirls is pretty spot on. Caleb, who's 30, he's a cute looking guy with a nice old dog right there. Trigger warning, let me guess. Oh, God. It's a lot of people send this one. I'm going to read it, but I've seen this before. Let me guess. You're 25 with 3 kids, and you've done it, had your fun. Now you want that real man to settle down with and take care of you and your kids because you let a loser nut inside of you. Rolling face. Okay, I'm 6 feet even, have my own house, 2 vehicles, and I make over $75K. What do you bring to the table? If the answer is someone else's kids, then go kick rocks. No man will ever want you. Stop saying you're thick. You're a beast. Also, that's kind of messed up. But yeah, I've seen this before. Oh, I didn't even show the. Sorry, I didn't even mean to show that. Yeah, but I digress. All right, let's talk chat. All right, that girl looks like a female version of nice guy to heart. Yeah, for real, Jessica. When you watch on Twitch, but type in YouTube because they're a mod there. Oh, boo, you can watch wherever you want, dude. So many people create imaginary situations and then start hating them. Yeah, for real. The mini player is nicer on Twitch, I will admit. YouTube should do something about that. Boo, I don't know small often. All right, guys, let me pull up the Discord and let's talk about the incel that has infiltrated and has gotten banned from the Discord. For those of you that are on or not on the Discord, yeah, this was a whole thing that we had encountered. Hold up, okay, here we go. But real quick, I gotta pee, so I'm gonna post a little ad break. Bop, I gotta pee real quick. All right, I'm back. All right. Pee break. There was an insult and I missed that. Yeah, so for those of you guys that are on the Discord, this happens. It's like the second time it's happened, but it's the same guy. If you guys are... Wait, there was a second guy? I know this guy got banned because we got some mods in there. That's when I suddenly got mod powers and then some animation. Yeah, Arch, I figured that since you were active on there, you'd be a good mod. But yeah, so those of you that don't know, there was this guy named Zani, right here, Zani, that infiltrated our Discord. And for those of you that want to be a part of the Discord, the link is in the description box. And yeah, so these are some posts that were particularly insane. Courtesy of Emo Meow Meow or Chaos. And yeah, let's read them. Let me make sure I can read them first. So first one says, I think I can, I'll mute it just in case to start. So Ziani here says, I do believe women have it bad regarding SH, and that's very disturbing, but forgive me, I'd personally choose that over being bound to die alone. What? By the way, I haven't read most of these. Like, I'd seen like a few of his messages, but I'm not always on the Discord. I'm on there like probably like once a day for a little bit to chat with you guys. This guy really just said he would rather like deal with, you know, sexual harassment than being bound to die alone. Brother, no, you wouldn't. I hate to say this, and I might blow this guy's mind if he's watching. I would way rather be alone than have to deal with that, because I don't think in these guys' perspective, these incels, they're not realizing it's unwanted sexual attention. It's not wanted. So imagine you being uncomfortable forever, or by a bunch of like dudes or women or whatever case. Like what? That's insane. Oh, you see your profile. Hey. Yeah, crazy. I've been practicing standing in my ground. One asked if I was a girl, and I asked what they were, and he said it in an incel. Oh my God. That's crazy. And also, like, okay, so with these guys, like, look, our space is pretty welcoming to anyone. I don't mind if you're an incel. Like, you can totally watch my videos. Like, I'm not gonna like push you away. That's fine. Just be respectful. And if you do some questionable things, there's a warning at play. But then I told all the mods, I think there's like 3 or 4 mods. After 1 or 2 times, man, just ban them. If after a warning and they don't like square up, like, come on. All right, so let's read this next one. He said, okay, I can unblur this. He then says, women are so convinced that they are the oppressed ones, they fail to realize female, quote unquote, has become a positive term, while male has become a neutral or even negative one. What? Let me think about this for a second to combat this. So if somebody were to call me a male, yo, you're such a male. You're such a female. Female sounds derogatory. Just, I don't know why. It just rolls off derogatory. Male, let me see. Oh, I was hanging out with this male today. I guess that just sounds funny, but also can be derogatory. I feel like they're pretty equal. Female is a little worse, though, because it's used more often in a derogatory way, where male aren't really used. Oftentimes people use men, man, boy, dude. Buddy is derogatory. I can agree that buddy sounds like a little demeaning. Dude, but the second incel there, that was actually not that bad. He talks well, but the bar is also very low. Yeah, dude, that's so funny. Yeah, I mean, again, like, I don't mind if they're in our chats. I mean, if anything, they're entertaining sometimes, but just as long as they're respectful. Like, this Yanni guy was saying some crazy stuff. I remember when we did ban him, some of the stuff that I read, I was like, oh my God. All right, this next one, he says, I don't know how to interact with women. This is mostly family and acquaintances. Okay. Then he says, how can you not? I personally do quite resent women as a collective, but I've seen many that don't. What? What? How would you, like, that's literally saying, imagine swapping women to any other group. I personally do quite resent Asian people as a collective. That's so messed up. You can't say, what the fuck? That's actually insane. He also says, feminism really got kicked out when the Americans trusted women with factories during World War II, and then they refused to let go. What are you on, dude? Women wanted to work and get the same rights as men. And obviously, as a capitalist society, we decided, oh, why are we not using like half of our population? That's how that started. And then feminism actually rose hold up. Oh, actually, you know what? In a way, I don't know if this is what he's trying to say. Like, it got boosted by World War II. But in a way, that is somewhat true, at least in America. But it's not a bad thing. Also, like, true feminism, like, the real definition of feminism is just wanting women to be equal. Like, that's not, like, a bad thing. What? I want Asians and me to be equal, too. Let me mute this or show my face just in case. Capitalism did not solve patriarchy. Oh, sorry, it didn't even pop up in the chat yet. Sorry, I'm reading ahead. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Honestly, in a way, capitalism has boosted. Well, actually, no. Thinking about it, it's boosted both. There could be arguments for everything. I think capitalism is its own little like sub thing that you could talk about. That's completely separate from the debate of like feminism, and they can go hand in hand with certain things, but it's just so broad. It's very different topics. But yeah, so this next one, he says, that is the reason of feminism becoming so popular is simply that men aren't really as necessary for reproduction as women, since men are very efficient at it. While, whoa, hold up, I just realized. We didn't even... Oh, wait, no. We did. Okay. He also says, if I talk to a woman as I talk to guys, I'd be arrested and deported to a prison in Siberia. That says a lot. That says the fact that you're talking to even your guy friends in that way, that's weird, bro. Because I'm going to be real with you. I talk to my girl homies just like I talk to my guy homies. If they're a real homie. Obviously, there's going to be bits and pieces that are going to be different. I talk more emotional stuff with my girlfriends. And I talk a little bit more like, oh, dude stuff with my guy friends. That's just like natural, though. Wow, I just realized YouTube is even slightly behind in content. I came back from Twitch, and even after going on this end, I was hearing the last few words of the sentence I just heard. Yeah, it's true. YouTube is just slightly delayed. Twitch is just like, in terms of streaming, it's just so fluid, but YouTube has my biggest audience, so that's the biggest difference there. I'm hoping to grow both. I think we're at like, God, my Twitch, what are we at? We're at I think we're at like a solid 33 followers on Twitch, and once I get to I believe 50, I can get monetized on there. So I'm getting close. We're getting close there. I don't know how Kick works at all, to be honest. But yeah, so this guy was nuts, man. Yeah, crazy. We got another one here. Oh, Kat said, "Hey, sorry to bother, but I felt like you should be aware of this argument that happened. It's just a bit icky." Let's read some of this. I do have to blur this one because he said, zoom in, enhance image, and then Dylan is the alleged incel, or not alleged, he is, or whatever, you know, the villain. He says the FAG join call. And like, why do you say that stuff? And then he says, hold up, I think I can show this. Is that language okay where you live? Because as far as I know, the vast majority of the internet is not okay with. He said, yep, Wolf. Besides, I can say it. You can say it. You just might get banned for saying it. Like, that's just the difference. I don't like you could say whatever you want. Oh, whoa. I am gonna blur this. Kat says it's not that deep. You're disrespecting the space, and then you can't take it when you're asked not to. I see. Then Dylan says, I'm a FAG. I can say FAG, thanks. Does that work? Is that how it works? If you're one, you can say it. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. Then they could ask nicely. I feel like he isn't. And And then Arch goes at it. You're being a little bit arrogant, I think. Dylan then goes and says, wait, I think I can show this. Yeah, I can show this. The pot calling the kettle black. Oh, Dylan's not an incel. I don't actually know. I don't. Dylan says racist. I did ask you stop nicely, blah, blah, blah. Have you ever heard of saying, did you, blah, blah, blah. Whoa. God, I gotta like be in and out of blurring because he says the F word so much. Yeah, so it's just like an argument that happened. Crazy. Galactic. Hey, Galactic, what's up? I muted them for a week, but after I saw that they were being annoying AF with dumbass replies, they weren't going to contribute to the convo was going on. Yeah, I mean, I trust you guys. I trust the general consensus of our, group. We're pretty intelligent creatures, I think. The Lunars are pretty intelligent human beings, I would say. So, yeah, if you guys feel like the need that somebody's just like a net negative to the group, that's fine. It is entertaining sometimes, but once it becomes hateful, it's like, not worth it anymore. Yeah, these incels do have a lot of hate for people. Yeah. And like you see it all the time. I even, I start my incel tier videos, guys, always saying, hey, look, there is such thing as chill incels. And I have had incel friends before. Like, it's okay if you can't get it, but like at the same time, brother, like that doesn't mean that you should hate on everyone else just because you can't succeed in that one way. It's being a little annoying. I don't think it was that bad to mute. Yeah. Mute. I feel like muting is like a soft, yeah, I also agree. I don't think he was as bad as, something else. As the other dude. The other dude was no good. But yeah, so any last, let's chat it up for the next like 5-10 minutes before I eat my dinner. And call it a day on stream. I'm glad that I got to stream today though. It was really nice. It's nice to get back and kind of talk to all of you guys. We'll probably stream again. I don't know. I'm going to try to do at least one every week. So yeah, but either way, stay tuned because I do have a video essay coming out at some point, and then a bunch of, Reddit reads and other things. I do feel like I've hit my ceiling in terms of subscribers with Reddit reads because unless you're like Smosh, it's really hard to hit like a top pinnacle with just Reddit reads. So I think I'm gonna like diversify, still do Reddit reads and add like the video essay content and, still keep streaming and so forth. If it's not okay, just checking. We doing Xiaomi today? Oh, I thought you'd go through the chats fully again, lol, because it's interesting. I mean, Arch, if you could find a way to, I would be down. Hold up. It's just hard to like pull it all up. I'm also like so like bad at using this. Okay, let's see. Wait, isn't his name Xiaomi? Am I tripping? See, I don't know how to find him. I think somebody had the messages, or maybe I didn't hear it. Yeah, maybe you are behind because we read some of it. Well, the ones that I read were from Chaos. Chaos sent me these screenshots. We've read 7 of them so far, and yeah, I mean, if you guys have more stuff that you guys want me to read specifically, I got you, bro. I think because they're banned, I can't search them anymore. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why, but I can't seem to find it. Yeah, just message me. And I should be able to find it. But in the meantime... Oh, Galactic, did you... Ooh, here we go. All right. Let's start. Let's read this one, Convo. Oh my God, where does it start, though? Where should I start the convo? Hey, there's Galactic. Where did I leave off? Was that where I left off? Where I clicked in just recently? Because I can't remember. I think I sent you a link to it a while back from where you last left off. Oh, okay. You left off around here. Okay, perfect. Okay, all right. Here we go. So Galactic link this is where we left off apparently. Yes. So Arch says, yes, Galactic boy, you're all right with me. Zioni says, I mean, I personally would rather a bad relationship than no relationship, and women often get to pick between the two worst case. That's a crazy statement. Yeah, I do remember talking about this because I remember saying a bad relationship is really bad for your mental health and stuff. I would always pick no relationship than a bad one. If we're talking an actual bad relationship, like, dude, you do not want to be in that. And yeah, I remember Galactic also commented on that too. Vicky Doll, it's not worth it. Some people just don't see both genders as the same species. Yeah. Listen, mate, I'm going to give you the end of the stick here, but I'm being like this because like you are happy thinking like this at all. Yeah, that's kind of what I would say. I understand. Also, please just call me Victoria or Vic. Thank you. All right, Zioni says, just because you pretend something isn't real won't make it vanish. I mean, like this statement itself is correct, but in your case, what? I love that there's just a cat gif in the middle of this. Oh man. All right, then what do you not understand? I'm going to try to come back to this as soon as my ND brain figures out how much to explain my thoughts, but you're right. Mostly it's a retaliatory thing. Might come back to being neurodivergent because people always treat me as weird or different or try to push their religious belief on me and various other things. I think I just don't. People who aren't outliers, who don't blame the system as a whole and opt to blame others, people who are victims of the same system. Okay, valid. Your point, if you pretend the black pill is fake, it won't make it fake. It will just make you a little delulu. Yeah, and a lot, you know what? A lot of these black pill guys, especially on incel.is, they live and die by the fact that this is like real, like no one else can tell me you can't deny the black pill. Go on following the black pill while I just go out and talk to people like, yeah, for real. And he says, I will. It's crazy because like this black pill mentality is essentially just preventing them from ever growing as a person, you know? Like, how are you going to grow if you just, like, don't want to talk to anyone? Yeah, and it is nice to see everybody, like, trying to see the benefit of the doubt of this guy. And that's again, our community is a good community. I could not read through that 14-year-old dark evil font. I can't vent through IRL. Of course, I'm going to vent extra hard online. But okay. Try journaling helps me tremendously. Kind of what I do. Yeah, I kind of remember reading some of this. I've been an incel for like 5 years already. This isn't just me being emotionally unstable. No one is denying it. We just think it's a bad idea. We care about you. Yeah, exactly, Megan. Great. You made this decision at 14 to stop engaging with the world and you still give weight to it. I don't see how you can be an incel at all at the age of 19. 14 is so incredibly young to give up like that. You have so much growing yet you do to do in life. You shouldn't box yourself in like that. Yeah, I agree, Takeo. Great take. You talk as if it was my choice or a choice of mine. Like, these guys think that, like, because they were born a certain way, they're not able to grow as a person because of that. And it's kind of insane. I don't know. I mean, like, part of me feels bad, but then part of me is like, brother, like, this Maybe you don't take the black pill and just like actually go outside. I don't know. Right. My hot take is someone that truly is an incel until they're like 25, or isn't truly an incel until they're like 25 or 20 to 30. You know what's crazy about that take, Stethia? My friend stopped being an incel, quote unquote, when he was like 20. This was like 2 years ago or a year or two ago. So 27, 26, which is about my age now. So, hey, he was legit incel. For real, lol, I was struggling. You seem very confident in what you said if you're retracting it immediately. It's not my intention to sound confident. Then we start discussing that. Oh, here we go. It's your intention to sound insecure. That's the first one that might be a pioneer, my friend. Some trans people know they are trans at 13, and I'd say that's a more life-impacting realization than that of being an incel. What a wild comparison. It's not my intention to sound neither insecure nor secure. I'm not writing a thesis here. I'm trans, by the way. I love that Arch. Yeah, it is crazy. I feel like, did Zioni knew that you were trans at this point, Arch? Because that is pretty crazy. I knew the moment you read that. Oh, he deleted a message there? Ah. My favorite line is, he's not unstable, guys. Wait, but you have she, her pronouns. How can this ever be? Only guys can be incels. Okay, so Teiko says, being an incel isn't supposed to be some intrinsic part of your human identity. It's about your inability to communicate and build relationships with other people. Bad comparison for sure, dude. Sorry. Wow, I like that. That is a great way of putting it. I mean, my egg cracking, that's when I developed the idea, hey, let's like maybe stop hating, maybe let's love or something. Yeah, I agree. Way more common than people think. I guess gender dysphoria and incelibacy feels similar. I'm trying to think about that. Oh, his child backstory was deleted? That's crazy. I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, it's hard for me to put myself in either shoes because I'm not trans, nor am I an incel. Like, both, those are completely different things, because an incel is somebody that just is involuntarily celibate, and you can change that. Not all people are gonna change that, but you can change that. If you were trans, that's something like you literally, like, what? That is a terrible comparison. I'm sorry. I was trying to link anything as possible, but I cannot link the two. Those are very different things. Now, both of them, you can feel inadequate and be based on the people that are surround you if they're looking down upon you and stuff like that. Yeah, in that way. But then you could compare a lot of groups. Like, you could literally compare being black in like a different neighborhood, or even being Asian. When I was Asian in Europe, it felt a little, So like, that's a back. Oh, hey, Chaos. It's okay, you're late. You can always watch back later. But yeah, so that's a terrible comparison. Arch goes, what? Being a shitty person versus realizing, hey, maybe I like blah, blah, blah too much are two wildly different things. That's what I'm thinking, Vic. Yeah, sorry, guys. I was really trying to understand his perspective, but I really don't think being an incel and being trans is at all similar. Just, I guess, being marginalized groups. The incel to trans pipeline. Oh, wow. There's a whole little YouTube like video on this. This is crazy. Yes, Stethia. Anyone who's ever been ostracized. Oops, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Aw, thank you, Tycho, for reminding that. Yeah, you guys are all killing it in this chat right here. I was the weird guy who believed, weird girl who all the boys would pick on, so I definitely had a time where I wished that guys would like me, especially when all my friends had started dating in elementary. Dude, there is a huge delay on YouTube based on my Discord notifications. Yeah, I mean, YouTube, I can't do anything about that. Zioni says looks. Wait, what? Being an incel is supposed to be separated, and then he said looks. What? Hold up. Wait, so he says looks in regards of intrinsic. Being an incel isn't supposed to be some intrinsic part of your human identity. I know we read this earlier. I'm just trying to connect it. It's about your inability to communicate. Your looks doesn't dictate that you're an incel. By definition, an incel is someone who's involuntarily celibate. Like, if you could be a genuinely average-looking or good-looking guy, but are just so bad at talking to anyone that you are an incel by definition too, right? I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy. Also, like, if you really want to base looks, I know a lot of incel-y looking dudes that has gotten some stuff in their life. I'm telling you, brother. This is correlation, not causation. Exactly. Wait. Oh, you're referring to the YouTube video. I was saying this correlation and causation with even the looks thing. The reason you sometimes see that people see that because guess what? People have tons of reasons to become misfits, and guess that's what leads to a lot of exclusion. That is not the same thing at all. I can't even. Teco says your looks truly do not have that much value. Yes, they matter. I won't go as far to deny that, but you're really letting them weigh you down so much more than it needs to. Okay, here's what I'll say about looks. Looks are important, 100%, but I don't think in the way that these guys often think. Like, in these guys' heads, they say, oh, you gotta look like a Chad that's 6'4" and blah, 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 blah. No, I think you need to look not disgusting, as in, like, not well kept. I think a strong majority of people will like someone who is somewhat hygienic, that at least takes care of the things that you can literally take care of, like your hair. Like that, like hair, anybody can take care. Let's say you're bald, right? Okay, you're bald. Let's see what else you can take. Your body. Like, there's so many things that you can alter that you aren't, like, I don't know. It's such BS. It's like we're just beating a dead horse at this point. Black pillars disagree. Looks are important for the first impression, then personality. Exactly. Looks are important for first impressions. And I think they are important. They're totally important. I'm not going to deny that they're not. It's so important, but not to everyone. There are women that I've met that genuinely have dated some interesting people and do not care about looks. But I think to a degree, majority of people do care about like hygiene, things like that, All right, let's keep reading. Your looks truly do not have that much value. Yes, they matter. I won't go as far. Zioni says, I mean, hating your body, being marginalized, being told awful things by people once they know your identity, being told that it's all in your head and treated AF, that this was just some kind of phase. Oh, treated as if this was some kind of phase. Being treated as a criminal for crimes you didn't even commit. There are many parallels. Wait, who's treating you like a criminal? Who's treating what? That's crazy. There's a lot that goes into looks, and a good portion can be changed. Exactly. You don't know what it's like, which it's fine, but don't pretend you do. I you know what? I do kind of know what it's like because I used to be ugly. Believe it or not. I mean, I was not a good looking guy. I feel like everybody starts not that great looking. Well, most people. Arch apparently got really mad here. Okay. How dare you even try to compare marginalization of being trans to being an incel? Yeah, those are very different things. Just because you are offended doesn't mean I'm wrong. You're really 19. Your mental stability and maturity is extremely commendable. Figure out the right hairstyle. Oh, literally what I was just saying. Fashion sense can go a long way. Not everyone looks good with a buzz cut. Yeah, literally like what I was just about saying. Yeah, I am. But thank you, I guess. Though I kind of disagree. Oh man, imagine thinking like a 14-year-old at 19 when you're an adult. Self-pitying knobhead. Oh my God, you're going in, dude. I'm not getting any more normal than this. Trust me, I tried. No one said anything about normal. It's about finding what suits you best. This is going in circles. I don't even know why I tried to speak to non-incels about my life anymore. It always ends up y'all being condescending. And it's crazy because like everybody was trying to hear him out at the beginning. Where was the condescension? Yeah, seriously. Boo hoo, man. It's always other people's faults, isn't it? Some of the things you say here are just not it. Like I said, you're literally 14. I'm an alt girl. You think I'm suggesting you be more normal? I had to read back to know what was even going on. Some things are very insensitive. Look, this MF arch is getting on my nerves, and I know that's what she wants, but the typical, oh, get the haircut, take a shower. It's so effing condescending. Like, motherfucker, you think I didn't think about that? I didn't say get a haircut. With all due respect. Okay, look, I know a lot of these guys do know like the basics, but I don't think they know the extent that it can weigh. Like, also getting a haircut doesn't mean like there's just so many things that come to play, and everyone is so different. And even in different areas that you're in, certain looks are going to look better than others. Fashion is going to be so much more important in certain areas than others too. Ugh, so much at play. I didn't say get a haircut, with all due respect. Yeah, dude, F you. You don't, Jesus, Arch. You don't get coddling when you spew crap. I love long hair on guys. Grow it out, please. Yeah, I have met people or women that like long hair. I couldn't do it. Not my type. Now my hair grows upwards. I end up looking like a Vegeta cosplayer. That's kind of funny. I said find the hairstyle that suits you best. Exactly. I have, and it's not enough. Yeah, but it's one thing should never be enough. You can't just fix one thing about yourself and expect everyone to like you. You got to have a lot of like things, because it's never supposed to be that easy in general. And if it is that easy, there's something going on at play. Like you got to like body, hair, like there's a lot of things that comes with attraction. It's a mix of all of it that matters. Shave the sides and have an instant mohawk without having to use gel. I'm kidding. Steph, you won't get through to someone who wants to stay sad. I've experienced this so many times. Yeah, that's true. My hair used to be really long. Oh, I remember that. I remember when you had really long hair. Hairstyles important for everybody. Yeah, I agree, Galactic. If it's not enough, then it doesn't suit him. Yeah, literally. If someone is jealous of me, I don't know who to pray for them. I love this. The random cats. Yeah, let's cheer up, guys. Let's just bunch of cats. Good will always triumph over evil. Well, really said I disagree with you. Therefore, you are dumb. What? I'm not gonna be age dropping myself, but I'm over 3 years younger than you. Someone tell me why your prefrontal cortex is less developed than mine. Oh, the rare Victoria being like not attacking. What's the term? I guess aggressive. No, I don't know, but that's funny. If it's not enough, it doesn't suit them. Yeah, that's so true. You're closed-minded. If I was closed-minded, why would I be here? Well, being on here doesn't mean... Oh, sorry. I didn't even read all your stuff, Galactic. Oh, no, I did. Okay, cool. I mean, like, the first step was that he was on this, but at the next end, like, actually talking and having an open mind about both sides. And like, I mean, I'm trying to have an open mind with his perspective. Like, I get it. He's been, you know, he has not been successful in the world. I almost want to see what he looks like. And I want to see, like, how can I, fixing is a bad term, but how can I help the man? Yeah. Why would I be here to fight? Hey, look, it's Galactic. Dude, how do you not see how disrespectful some of the stuff you said is? And while earlier saying Loon at least says things politely, at least you could do the same, yeah? The long hair era days. Yeah, I remember when you were looking like that, brother. IDK must get off somewhere. Either that or it's so you can say that you reached for help, but were denied when reaching for help means taking the effing advice. I was giving you tough love until you started comparing being ugly to being hated and othered for your own gender. Are you thick? You think that being ugly is compared to being unalive for centuries for just being born trans? Are you really 19? You're going to crash one day and be forced to reevaluate your deeply demented self, sabotage worldview, and you're going to keep living miserable, and I don't care what you do. Oh my God. Savage. I'm going to kind of laugh at that because that was so brutal. Thank you, Preach. I treat others as I am treated. No, that's false because everyone was treating you really well. And then you started saying stuff, buddy. You're a professional wanker. No, the F you were not. That is the opposite of the golden rule. Watch a couple more Loon Kdo videos and comment to boost the algorithm so that you can find a user. Victoria, you're a savage. I'm so effing done letting people walk over me to be polite. Can we get the forms where we can post our own ruins with incels like these? Yeah, honestly, this would be fun. I mean, we do have like you guys can add channels, so you guys can maybe add one, or I mean, we kind of already do have some stuff like that, but yeah. That's so funny, dude. You guys are savages. As am I, dude. As am I. Kindness is free, but respect is earned. Yeah. I'm so effing done. See y'all some other time because this went just as I expected it would. I mean, like, what else are you supposed to expect? Pineapples are goated, but too hard to peel. Whoa, dude came out of nowhere with the like a normal response. I love how like he just like nothing happened. Just back to talking about fruits. That's so funny. Oh man. Also, what is this? Loon Cell intros? Sorry, this is something random. Thought since I made the channel, I might as well start it out. My name is Boo. Everybody's putting their intros in here. I'm about to read this. I'm going to read this before we end the stream. Because this is interesting to me. All right, so Boo said, my name is Boo. I have 3 kitties. Oh, that's awesome. 3 is like so sick. My favorite color is purple, though it can often change between a few colors. I love Pokemon. Pokemon is fire. I did kind of stop like the Pokemon wave. What was the last Pokemon I played or watched? It was definitely on the Switch, so it's definitely one of the newer generations, but I forgot which one. Sword and Shield, maybe? Hey guys, my name is B. Oh, this is common? See, this is how much I am like new to like Discord and stuff. Like, I didn't even know this is like a thing. Hey guys, my name is B. I'm a hairdresser with 3 kitties as well. I love... Damn, y'all got some fucking cats. We cat game for real. I love casual gaming and all things spooky. I also love Halloween and spooky things. It is my second favorite holiday. And then he came back and I banned him. It's a bit of a sad ending. Oh, Wiley. Hi, I'm Wiley. I got 2 dogs. Hey, a dog gang. You know, I want a dog too. I just travel too much. I'm a server and hostess about to start studying. Whoa. Psych. I really like dramas, comedies, and horrors and playing RPG games, also indie rock and stoner metal. Hell yeah, this sounds very much my alley, Wiley. I I'm curious what kind of restaurant you serve and host at, but yeah, you're on the Eastern time zone too, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You're in the same time zone as me. I really like dramas are fire. Comedies are my favorite, but old school because like the new age comedies kind of suck. Big RPG game fan too. Yeah, honestly, this is mostly me except for the stoner metal part. I would say that's the only thing that's different. Cat, aw. Hey, I'm Kat. I have one old kitty, and I'm into a lot of games, anime, and all that stuff. Literally me. I am also into, I'm not gonna say a lot of games, but a good amount of games, and I'm into a lot of anime. I'm currently, fun fact, guys, I am currently watching Bleach for the first time. Like, I watched it as a kid a little bit, but like, I'm locked in watching it thoroughly. I might consider One Piece after. I know that's a long one, or JoJo's Bizarre, but right now, I'm locking in with Bleach. Kajir here. I love the picture. Kajir here. I'm into a lot of things and passionate about researching all of it. Ask me anything. Oh, that's cute. And again, guys, if you guys are on my watching live stream and you guys want to be part of the Discord, make sure you guys check it out. It's the link in the description box. And it's a link in each of my bios too. Jojo, watch that one. Oh, it hasn't popped up on chat yet, but Arch said to watch JoJo, and I might. It's on my list. Pixel coming in at first place in chat. Oh, snap. Oh, wow, you are. It was a bit of a sad ending. Oh, wait, no, I already read that. Sorry. It's one of the... Hey, Galactic just posted his intro, and it says, you're... I do love when you do that. What's going on, everyone? My name is Clouds or LJ. I'm a fellow stoner myself and stream on the weekends as best as I can. Because life be life and sometimes. Same. I just kind of stream whenever I can. I also do inspector work for coated fabric. Oh, I didn't know that. It gets turned into airbags for cars. That's really cool. So I'll make sure the customers will notice where defects are at. So don't use that part. I'm also into gaming and all kinds of nerdy shit. Got a few tattoos and plan on getting more in my future. Oh, hell yeah. I love music. I listen to all kinds of music, and I also love to cook whenever I get a chance of learning a new recipe. I also love to cook. A huge... Hey, Bon Jovi! Good to see you are back on our Twitch, dude. Hope you're doing good. Not on stream, LMAO, like the videos if you were talking about, right? The anime? The sad ending was the incel getting banned and getting no help. Yeah. I read that earlier. Damn, we got a lot of things going on. Server suggestions. I did want to do at some point, I'm gonna make this channel myself. I'm gonna make a channel where we can do like current pop culture events that are happening. Not so much politics. I don't want to talk unless it's like pop. Because if it's funny, mostly funny stuff. Because like when I saw, you guys know that the Coldplay couple, the whole like holding and then like ducking, like stuff like that. Whenever it happens, I want to talk about it on Discord and then like do a YouTube video on it, like maybe weekly or bi-weekly. Just do like what's been popping in the world of pop culture per week. Kind of like if you guys ever watch Philip DeFranco, except he does like politics and like a lot of like more serious stuff. I want to do just silly things. Positive things too, but just pop culture in general. What else? What other channels we got here? I'm about to end the stream soon, but I do want to go through these channels for a little bit. Felon Cats. How did this one start? Whoa, this one's like a booming one. Hey, a cat channel. I love that. Oh my god, I love that we have a whole Discord just of silly cats. This is awesome. If I remember I'm bored at night, I'll scroll through these. Wow, there's a lot. Oh, that's awesome. Joe Rogan, I think, did strictly political stuff. No, Joe Rogan doesn't do strictly political stuff. And I think he gets, specifically with Joe Rogan stuff, he's very pinned to politics because that's what people see the most. Oftentimes when big figures talk about politics, they get, I mean, that's what gets clicks, because then someone clips it and say, oh, look at what they said about this. So a lot of times he does gets talked about with politics, but he doesn't only talk about politics. I don't like watching his politics podcast. I'll occasionally tune in if it's somebody I really like same with like any podcast. I honestly don't watch Joe Rogan that much anymore. I used to a little bit when he was more of just like a guy podcasting, and now he's too much going on. I do watch Theo Vaughn a lot, though, I will say. Theo Vaughn's fucking hilarious. He had a Joaquin Phoenix podcast, and I had never seen Joaquin Phoenix in that environment, and I actually really like that. Oh my God, yes, Loon, watch the pin video. What can you watch the pin cat video? Oh, is the pin cat video on the top? I got here about 20 minutes ago. Arch, I'm still on Twitch. I'm stoned. The anime called Monster is really good. It's a horror anime. I know about Monster. I know because there's that guy who, changes his whole thing. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but I saw a clip on that. God, you've done well. My princess spread. Wait, is the pinned one at the top? How do I see pinned? Check the channel itself, I think. Okay. Oh, right here. Pin messages. Here we go. Kind of scared. This might be wait, is that copyrighted music? I gotta be careful about that. Hopefully that YouTube didn't pick up on that. Oh man, I gotta be more careful with music. God, I hope they didn't. YouTube, I didn't mean to do it. If they do ping me, I'm gonna have to clip that part out. I'm sorry in advance. It's okay. It's okay. You guys don't have to think about that kind of stuff. I do though. If it does get I didn't mean to do that. If it does get demonetized, I'll just cut that part out. Keep watching. Okay. Let me make sure it's muted. Okay. We were at this part right here. Okay, so you living it up. This edit is insane. Oh, such a cute guy. Is he gonna flip and just like attack? Oh my God, the edits. Oh my God. Oh, what a cute little kitty, bro. But yeah, you're good. Don't. Oh, it's a girl. That's so adorable. I love that. We got a media one. Hold up. What is this? Mildly invigorating comment section. What does this say? Well, can't read that right now. That is a lot. We'll read that another time. Memes. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. All right, we'll go into this one another day. I like that though. I like the meme one. Touching grass. Okay. My own family group chat. My family's. I love that you guys have made this like community such an actual community like within my channel. This is awesome. Vid discuss suggestions. Oh yeah, this is gonna be helpful. Yeah, you guys can post like anytime that you guys find like a Discord. I mean, not a Discord, a subreddit or something that you guys want me to read. Wholesome and funny legal cat advice. I will say I noticed that on YouTube, when I explore new subreddits, they're so hit or miss. Oftentimes, I don't get that many views unless I'm doing and like people love the incel and the very negative content because I try to do some wholesome stuff and people don't really like watching it. Pretty crazy. Check it. The other day, this cat knocked my files behind the bed frame and watched me struggling to reach it. I do be blushing. Bit discussion. So for the latest video, horrible dudes on r/nicely, that first person seems so desperate. Oh, I love that you guys are discussing this. This is awesome. I love this. Deep looting. What is this channel about? This is the start of deep looting. Do you believe that everyone deserves friends? Yes. Depends on the character. Oh, this is like deep combo. Okay, I like that. Oh, hell yeah. This is going to be something I would like to read at night whenever I'm like bored. I like that. 420, hey, for my stoners. Let's go. Hey, this is crazy, but I don't smoke like that. Like a lot of my like IRL friends know I don't really be smoking like that. But I did get a bunch of edibles from California when I was there. Legal edibles, of course. And yeah, I do plan on at some point whipping that out. It's been a while since I've done one. I'm not streaming. Don't even ask me. I refuse to do anything whenever I'm under the influence of anything. Alcohol might be a different story, but yeah, I do want to talk to you guys before we go. I'm about to go in a little bit. Wait, let's check this. This is just food porn. Oh, nice. All right, before we go, I do want to ask you guys. I want to ask you guys your opinion. Oh, Bon Jovi. Yes, Theo Von is hilarious. All right. I want to ask you guys real quick. What do you guys think of doing like a tier list video live where food related? I'm thinking about like either fast food. We go through like some food items on a specific fast food menu, or I can get one food item on various fast food chains. Or I thought about diet sodas, because I feel like I'm an expert at diet sodas, and I could blind rank them. I don't know if blind would be really safe with liquids around, but I could just be honestly rank them too. I also thought about doing a tier list video with I don't know, it's just like a lot of things. Candy is an option. There's a lot of options, guys. But if you guys would like a tier list video on a live stream where we rank stuff, that'd be fun. I feel like that'd be fun. How do you guys feel about it? Let me know your feedback. And then I'll probably bring it up in the Discord too. Reminds me of the things you want to see if it's been like 2 weeks. I'm excited for the Shrek loon. What is the Shrek loon? Maybe I don't remember that. But yeah, if you guys would like that, let me know. But yeah, with that being said, I am gonna end things here in a little bit. I'll probably talk to this Discord about ideas for streams in the future. I really want to do either a diet soda or something. I want to do some type of food or drink ranking. I thought about doing alcohol, but I don't know the logistics of that, if I'm allowed to do that on Twitch. Like different beers brands. I know Penguin Zero did do beer at some point, tier list on YouTube. So I don't know if I'm allowed to stream that. I'll have to look into the logistics of that one, but yeah, just stuff that I would like. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We're gonna end it here because I'm hungry. I'm gonna make cursed 3D memes of you, Loon. I already made you Moon. Yeah, that was a really good one. The Moon one was fire. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope everybody has a wonderful night, day, and so forth. If you guys want to be a part of the Discord, follow the link in the description box. And yeah, I'm about to end it here. Love you guys. See you guys in the next one. Also, Sora says bye. Say bye. Now I can say bye. All right, bye guys.